All right, so from the seated position, we're just gonna go ahead and just relax, just drop your chin down, and just let your head drop side to side, releasing your neck. Good, just release side to side. Feel that stretch. And if you're just kind of warming up for your day, you don't have to go super deep on these first stretches, just take it easy. Let your shoulders come up and back, relaxing. So I definitely want to try to get into a decent amount of toning today. We're going to work on the hips, thighs, arms, and of course we will do core at the end, but we're going to kind of change the order. So we're going to focus on all kind of these extra muscle groups. Good, come back. Okay. Now I'm going to have you go ahead and come into child's pose. So you're going to release down and just relax back into child's pose. You might want to go with a wider knee position. So just releasing back, pressing your hips to your heels. Just breathe into it. All the way back. Let your head rest to the floor if you can. Now this is where you could use a block, like if you're just not feeling that loose yet, you could rest your head onto the block. Good. Now coming up onto hands and knees. So we're going to come into a cow-cat stretch. You're going to drop down your lower back and then round it up, exhaling. Keep some space between your knees. Inhale, and then exhale, open it up. Inhale, drop it down, and exhale, open. Just keep breathing into it. Inhale, and exhale. Now, one more time, inhale. As you exhale, we're going to circle back, hips to the heels, and then drop down your elbows, and then lift it back up again. Take a breath. So we're going to exhale, drop it back. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale back. Inhale. One more time. Exhale back. Inhale. And then holding here. So I'm going to have you actually kind of put your toes down, and we're going to kind of come back onto our feet. So you're going to bring the feet underneath, and you're going to come onto your feet like this. Now I'm just going to face forward so you can see. And if you want to, face forward, if you're facing sideways, you're going to go ahead and come here. Now I'm on my toes, but you could be down on your feet. All right. So I'm going to come onto the toes, and I'm going to push into my hands and press the elbows into the thighs. Now, you can also have your feet flat. Try to push forward slightly. Breathe into it. Again, if you want more challenge, you're going to come up onto those toes. Now, you can just stay either here or flat, but we're going to add some challenge here. So we're going to press your heels down and up. So we're getting that little bit of inner thigh and calf, pressing down and up. This is a good challenge here, really opening up your hips and then working through that lower area of the body, the hips and the calves. Okay, so now we're going to hold here. Press one more time. Now release your feet and then walk your hands down, and we're going to just come out and then bring it into prayer. You're back up into more of a wide squat position. So I'm going to have you pulse down. We're going to pulse down. Now again, you can stay up here. You don't have to go super deep. Again, you could be just warming up so you feel a little bit tight when you first start. That's okay. We're just going to keep that moving. Good. Now, we're going to try to come down again. We're reaching out through those hands. Now, if you can, pull the chest up. Just lift up, open it up, press those toes into the ground. We're going to stack it a little more. So now I'm going to have you pull your chest back. Really feel the inner thigh stretch. And we're going to pulse down. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring it back to prayer. We're going to go down as deep as you feel comfortable, and then we're going to lift up into a circle. Inhale, so our sunflower's coming down. Deep breath in, exhale down. Deep breath, and exhale. Keep working. Good. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Now as you exhale, pull the abdominals in. So lift up and then exhale, bring those abdominals in. Okay, now we're going to hold here. Pulse it down. Maybe you're not too low, maybe you're a little higher, but if you want to get deeper, you can. And then we're going to reach out through those hands. So open the chest. All right, goddess pose. Open those knees, press out, reach, keep holding. And now we're going to tip over to the right side. So we're going to tip over, reach it down. Now again, if you're more advanced, you could try to reach down to the floor or towards your ankle. You can stay here. Open, we're still warming up. Open that top arm. Good, lift it up. Now if you need to straighten out your legs, you can here. Take a break. Take another breath. Tip, reaching up. We're on the other side. Or if you want to get down a little bit lower, you can. And we're reaching, we're opening that chest. We're opening that chest back. Pulling the knees out. And then let's stretch it all out there. Now turn your feet in, nice and wide, and relax down. Now you might want to use your block here. So if you're just, again, not all the way to your warm-up yet, you just want to use your block, you can just relax forward. Now if you feel a little bit more comfortable to go deeper, you can come down, shake out the head, let the upper body release, get a little deeper, and then lift it up, flat back. Now I'm going to have you lift all the way up, and then we're going to push into the right side, all right? So we'll push into your right side, actually. We'll mirror. So we're going to come down and then press into that thigh. Now this is good. If you want to get deeper, you can either use your block or you can come inside this leg, all right? So if you're using your block, kind of looks like this, all right? But you can stay up here. We're working down. If you're feeling warmer, you can get inside that hip. Good, keep working down, breathe into it, and then come up to the other side. So if you're going to use your block, bring it over, push down. So maybe you're here, feel that inside thigh stretch, press down into the small toe, keep going, maybe get deeper, get down inside that hip, working down, breathe. Again, if you're feeling warmed up, you can come all the way inside, pressing into the hip, and then coming back up. So I'm going to leave the block there. Flat back, reach it up. Now turning out your right foot, we're going to stretch it into triangle, and we're going to come down the leg. So modified. If you want to add intensity, you're coming down deeper. Try to pull your body back here. Pull back. So you're not leaning toward me. You're coming back and open. Bring that top hand open. Good, and then we'll come up. We're going to switch our feet. So this one's going straight, this one's going to the side, and we're going to come out. So here or here, getting deeper. Draw the abs in, open your chest, pull your body back, breathe, keep working, feeling that body wake up. Now come all the way back up. Center. Okay, so relax. So we're going to walk our feet close together. Inhale, reaching up. So I'm going to have you do a nice chest opener here, a nice lift, and then we're going to come into a chair pose. So if you want to keep your legs wider, that's fine. I'm going to do a little bit of a wider position. We're going to pulse down. So from the side view, pulsing down. Now, start to bring your arms up. Go a little deeper. Draw the abs in. Get your hips back. Take a breath, lengthen forward, stretch it out. Maybe you're down here, maybe you're up here. You're pushing into those legs, lengthening. Take another breath, sit back. Good. So maybe pulse down. I want to get a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, push out, lean toward that front of the foot. Take another breath, sit back. I'm just going to add that pulse in. Good. And lengthen. Stretch it out. Good, one more time. Pull back, 1, 2, really working those legs. And then lengthen out. Good, relaxing, lean forward. And then down, we're gonna hold there. So let's hold, breathe. Now, I'm gonna take my right leg back. So we're gonna step back the right leg into a high lunge. So your back heel is off the ground, you're holding. And then go ahead and press this heel down. So press this heel down, we're in warrior one. Now this hip can be a little open. if you like, that's fine. We're going to relax your shoulders, and then we're going to open it to warrior two. So we're going to spread out those toes. Try to get a nice even base on both feet, pressing into your heels on both feet, spreading out your toes, and then turn the palms up, stretch and reach through the fingertips, and then get down a little deeper. From here, lateral stretch, come down the back leg, engage, and then stretch it back. Relax down that back leg. Inhale, tip forward. So you might just be here, but if you get a little bit deeper, you can come onto the elbow, side angle stretch, reach it across, get down lower if you'd like, come back up. Now if you come up, if you want to make it more challenging, stay low. Lateral stretch back. Good. Inhale. Lean forward, come across. Good. And come back again. Inhale. Lateral. A nice chest, nice stretch of that back leg. And then forward one more time. Hold. Breathe, breathe. Hold it. And coming back. All right, so we're just going to pivot to the middle. Turn to the other side and scoop it up into a high lunge. So your high lunge on this side, you get a nice stretch through here, open, and then go ahead and push your heel back down again. So now you're in warrior one. So your back heel is down, you're in that front bend, maybe get a little deeper. Good, just relax your shoulders, inhale, and then open it out, reaching through those fingertips, opening it out, breathe. Maybe you want to be up here, you don't have to be super deep on that. And then palms up, stretching through those fingertips. Reach, drop down, take a breath, lateral stretch. So you're pressing into both feet evenly, even though I'm leaning back a little, I'm also pushing into that front foot. Good. Open it up, elbow down, so you can either be here, modified, or come all the way down. Maybe you want to get deeper while we're here. Take a breath, reaching out, exhale. Lean back, drop that back shoulder. Inhale, come forward, exhale again. Got one more in this one. Let's go open, get a little deeper, get a lot of leg work today. Working arms and legs, glutes, working through, and then coming down. Hold, breathe, keep deepening into that stretch, and then coming back, turning it to the front. So I'm going to have you turn your feet out again like we had before. And we're going to go into another wide position, another temple pose. So we're going to open it out, coming back to this one. Good. Drop your shoulders. Good. Spread out your toes. Pulse it down for a little bit here. So we're going to do, again, working those legs. So feeling that in the legs. Good. And 2. And 1, and then walk it together. Bring your arms up. Interlace your hands. Open it back. And now with a slightly wider leg position, just about shoulder width apart, keep your hands like this. You're going to tip to one side. So I'm going to tip over toward my left. You can do whatever you'd like. Now, if I'm tipping to the left, okay, I'm going to take my left hand and reach my right wrist. And then stretch it over even more. Good. Come back to the middle. Now, I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to take my right hand, press it on my left wrist, or circle it around, and pull over. Staying in that nice straight line, reaching, reaching, breathe. Come back, mountain pose. Relax down, drop your chin, roll your head to the side. Release. Now we're going to do a little bit of balance work. So if you want to use a wall, go ahead and sit, like stand next to a wall. We're going to do tree. So if you're feeling comfortable without that, you're going to go ahead and stand here or here, holding your tree pose nice and wide. Draw your abs in. And we're going to take a deep breath in, reaching overhead, and then exhale, come down. Good. Reaching, keep going. Exhale, come down. So to help you from falling, make sure you keep your eyes at one point in front of you. So lifting it up and exhaling it down. One more, inhale, and exhaling it down. So just keep drawing the abs in each time. Now, if you need a break, you don't want to do all 4 of those circles, you can take a break in between. So let's do the other side. So you can be here to modify. You can lean against the wall or put your leg a little bit higher. Draw your shoulders down. Good. All right. So we're going to inhale, lift, and exhale down. Inhale, lift. Keep your eyes at that one focal point. Exhale down. Try to keep the abdominals working. In, especially as you bring the arms down, draw those abs in. We'll do one more. Inhale, exhale. Great job. And release. Okay, now we're going to do one more kind of balanced challenge. So with this one, if you have a strap or block, actually I recommend the strap. If you have a strap, take the strap in your hand. Of course, you don't have to use this. This is just something just different to try. So I'm holding the strap kind of wide, all right, like that. And so we're going to do a Warrior 3 challenge holding the strap. So I'm going to step out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, squeeze that right glute back, stretch the arms out in front, and pull lightly on the strap. So just pull out, adding a little engagement through the upper back. Good. And then you're just going to come back up. Take a breath. We're going to alternate. Come out. So again, maybe you're just here. Maybe you didn't go that far. And then come back. Just going to do a few of these. So again, keep it really light. Now, if you're a little bit newer to this, maybe you want to put your hand on the wall to help you with balance. Good. And coming back. All right, let's do one more each side. Coming out. Again, don't go all the way down if you're not feeling it. Stretch it out and come back. All right, so we got a lot of great upper body work and mostly lower body work. Now we're going to take it down. So take it to the top of your mat. We'll take a deep breath in, open it back, stretch it up, lift up, inhale, and then exhale, dive back down again. Good, just let your body relax down. You might want to use your block here. Again, you could use your block. Shake it out, relax, get a little bit deeper, look through the hands, and then step or walk or jump back into a plank. Now go ahead and drop your knees. Now if you want to advance yourself, you could come a little bit off of your knees, but I recommend staying on the knees. We're going to do a tricep push-up. So we're going to keep our hands close together, so about like this. Elbows are going to come to the sides of the body, so you really have to try to keep your shoulders down. All right, so keeping your knees there, and we're going to come down. So if you want to modify even more, you could set yourself up onto a chair and just do your push-ups on a chair. So you're just leaning down onto the chair. Good, so we're going to do a few more. So really keep your abs engaged. Don't go super low. About 90-degree bend on the elbows, and then come back up. Breathe. And again, more advanced people could go into a full push-up, but tricep push-ups are harder than regular push-ups. So you can get a really good challenge just being on the knees. Okay, good. Stretch into child's pose. Widen that leg position here. Come back. Breathe into it. Really stretch back. Good. Now, coming up, so we're on our knees here, and we're just going to sit back, again, a little bit wide. We're going to reach the hands behind you. All right, and then just open your chest. Let me just scoot forward a little. Open your chest. However it's comfortable. If you want to put your hands all the way down, you can. Feel that chest open. And then release. Good, okay. Now, last one in this hands and knees position, then we're going to do quite a bit of seated work. So we're going to go ahead and hold here. You can modify by being up on a block. All right. And we're going to extend out right arm and left leg, hold, inhale, and then exhale, reach. So inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I want you to focus a little bit more on the leg. So if you don't want to do the arm, you want to just keep your hands down like that, that's fine too. I'd rather have you focus on the leg. All right, so we'll do 4 more. Exhale on the extension. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, go ahead and cross your ankles and we'll come into a seated position. So we're going to have our feet a couple inches apart. We're just going to sit up nice and tall. All right. Now, if you need to modify for any reason, you can go ahead and you can lean kind of onto your block here, so where you kind of get into that edge of your block. And if you have a ball, even better, like a round ball, it's a little bit better. But if you just need a little extra help there. So we're very, very lightly leaning back, not a ton. And we're going to inhale, lift up your arms, stretch, and then exhale, come down. So it can be here. Now, if you're not modifying and you want to make it more advanced, you can come down a little bit lower or more advanced challenge. Take it up and down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Reach up. And I'm keeping my toes pressed into the floor. I'm trying to keep my legs heavy. So I'm just focusing on the abs and stretching through the arms. Good. Keep going. 2 and 1. Good. Reach it up. All right, so we're going to bring it out. Now this time with our feet kind of looks like a diamond shape. So you can see from the front, I'll show you this way. All right, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of open up those hips and try to keep your feet there. You have a space right here. We're going to reach out to the sides. All right, take a breath, and we're going to tip over to one side, reach over, maybe looking up. Inhale, reach. So it's actually, this is actually an exercise, not just a stretch. So you're really focusing on what you're pulling in. So you're going to inhale, keep it straight. Exhale, look up, now reach across. Now, if this is too challenging, you could also sit onto a block. Okay, you could sit on a block or a pillow, and that would make it a little bit easier. Good. Reach across. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we're working our obliques here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you can also make it easier if you put your feet in an easy pose, like a cross-leg position. That would be also a little bit easier. Good. And come across. We're going to keep going. Finish that set. Come down. Inhale. 2. Exhale. Inhale. Good. One more. Feel that in the side of the body. Good. And relax down. So go ahead, you can cross your feet here and just sit up into that position. So we're going to roll the shoulder back to rock it down. And just a light turn. You're not going to go super deep. You could go further, but I'm just going to have like just a light turn here. And take a breath, turn your head. Come back to the center. Light turn. Good. Looking over that shoulder if you can. Breathe. And come back. All right, so we're going to come into a seated position with your legs straight again. Now this time your feet are closer together if you can. And of course, this is fine too, if that feels better for you. So if you can make it close together, do that. Now we're going to reach up. Inhale. And then we're going to lean back just a little bit, Okay, so that little C curve there. And then turn your toes out. So again, this is fine to have a little bit of a wider position. If you can bring them closer, that's more challenging. So we're going to go ahead and exhale. So every time you lift one leg, try to have the other leg feel heavy. So you're exhaling, drawing the abs in. Now this is more of a modified pose. If you want to go deeper, you can start to lean back even more. And this is where you could also use that ball behind your back. Okay, so any type of ball, it could even be a medicine ball if that's all you have, or just a kid's rubber ball. Okay, next time I'll bring one to show you. Good, so we're going to keep going, lifting it up. And again, this is fine here, but if you're feeling strong enough, stay back. 1, lift it up, spread out the legs now wide this time, and relax down. Now I'm trying to reach my ankles, but maybe you're here, or your feet. Just relax forward, release. All right, we're about to get into those hips. So we're gonna lean back. So modify would be onto the hands, all right, you're straight. If you wanna make it even more challenging, actually this is the more challenging one. This is modified. Okay, so this is modified. And if you wanna make it a little bit harder, you would kind of balance into your arms here, kind of a little bit of tricep. All right, so let me start with the modified in case you want to start with that. We're going to start with our legs up. Now again, you can make it even more modified by putting your feet here and just going in and out like that. But I feel like we want a little bit more challenge than that. So we're going to lean back and we're just going to go out and in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So keep that going if that feels good. If you want to make it harder again, you're coming up. Good. Keep it going. Now, you're going to probably, if you're modifying everything, you're probably going to stay here or on the elbows and not even straighten out your legs. But you can take a little break, stretch it out, and now you have the option to go wide, straight legs. So this is the most challenging. This would be a little bit easier, and then again, just come back to this bent knee if you want to keep it modified. So again, if you want to try that harder version, you're not going all the way out. You're just going about halfway out. Good. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep it going. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now relax forward. That should be enough. You're going to feel that all over the body, starting to get those hips warmed up. So release down all the way. Now I have a pretty good length sidelining series coming up. So I'm going to just move my camera a little bit here because we're going to be basically on the floor. Let's see if I can get you guys here. Okay, I think hopefully you can see me. So we're going to be sideline. So I'm going to have you start in this position. So you're on your hand, on your elbow, but you keep your hips down. Now you want to have your hips stacked. So this is actually the most important thing, is to have your hips stacked. My knees are bent, and I'm just lifting up my torso, nice and tall, like that. Now, we're going to start with just a basic clamshell. So we're going to go open up, open, and close. So exhale. Now what's happening here is this area of the body, we're working at the same time. So we're actually exhaling a Pilates breath, which is a little different than a yoga breath. It's through the mouth. Sometimes you'll hear me doing it, I'm like this. Kind of going through my teeth and kind of spreading the lips out a little bit. 2. Now, this one we're going to lock those knees down. Now, if you want to add more challenge, you could bring your knees higher up. Okay, but this is fine too. Lock those knees together, and we're going to lift your foot up. So the knees stay together, your foot lifts. Here we go. Good. So you're just popping up the foot off the floor, the other foot's down. Good. And we're still working here. Now, if this is challenging for you too much, you can always come down to here. Okay? So at any time, come down there. This is going to add some more ab work, just to be up in this position. Good. Now, the next one I think is a little fun. We're going to open the knee, clam, close it, and then open the foot. All right? So we're going to exhale, and then a little exhale. So I'm trying to do 2 breaths here. Exhale, exhale. Good. Squeeze. All right, keep it going. Do 4 more. Keep that chest lifted. 3, 2, 1. Good. So that's a great warm up. So I think we're ready to kind of come down. Now we're going to come down here. You can even also rest all the way down. So I'm going to just be like this. So keeping the body stacked. All right, so we're going to have a little bend here. I'm going to stretch out the legs. So hopefully you can see me okay. Stretch out the legs, completely stretched. And we're going to inhale, lift, and then exhale, stretch down. So I'm pointing up, and then I'm flexing down. Pointing up, and then flexing down. Good. Inhale to exhale. Feel like you're making that leg really long and stretching and lengthening that leg. Squeeze it down. Squeeze the thighs together. Good. Now, this time we're going to bring the knee in toward the floor, pointing the toe, and then lift it up a little higher and behind you, so you're squeezing the glute. So you're inhaling down, exhaling back. Inhaling down, exhaling back. Good. again, keeping everything tight here. You got it. Keep it going. Just checking my time here. What we're doing good. We're doing good. Good. 2. And 1. And then stretch that leg back here. And we'll do little circles back. So little circles. Little circles. Keep it a little bit higher than hip level. You can, or hip level is fine. And then circles forward. Good. Everything's about 8 counts. 8. Okay, now take that top leg down and then just go ahead and you can relax like that. Open it out. If you have more space on this side, you can go ahead and bring your arm out. Or if that doesn't feel good for you, you can just stretch your leg up like that. So now from here, stay there. You're going to pull the leg back. Okay, pull the leg back. Open up through the quad there, through the thigh. All right, and then we're going to go ahead to the other side. So let's switch sides. Good. So again, we're going to start up and have our knees bent. Again, more advanced would be closer in. Keep our feet on the ground. We're going to keep our feet touching. Stack your body. So we're going to open up, clam. Now remember that Pilates breath. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Good. Good. Keep it going. All right, and now we're going to take the knees touching, squeeze the thighs together, open up the foot. We're going to exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Keep squeezing the thighs. Working a little inner thigh here too. Good. Now we're going to combine open and then foot, and then open and then foot. Really squeeze. So squeeze your hip on the lift, squeeze your thighs as you lift your foot. Now with Pilates, you're not using weights, so you do need to use your own muscles a little bit. All right, otherwise it's kind of, it's a little bit of, I don't want to say a waste of time, but if you're just kind of like flapping your legs around, you're not really going to get the actual work, all right, because it takes a lot of focus. So you need to keep your abs engaged, you need to exhale, use those breaths, and you just squeeze the muscles, all right? Keep going, and 1. Now we're going to stretch it out. Now I'm thinking we're ready to go down to the floor here, and we're going to stretch it out, and your hips are stacked. Breathe, you're going to lift up, point, and you're going to stretch and exhale out. Lift up to a point, exhale out. Inhale and exhale, good. Stretch and exhale. 3 more. Really stretch that top leg out. Draw the abs in each time. And 1. Okay, now we're going to bring the leg behind you. Sorry, I keep moving around here. And we're going to bring it behind you. We're going to inhale down toward the floor. And then we're going to squeeze it back. We're going to inhale to the floor. Squeeze it back. So you don't have to go so high. You can be, about hip level. But if you can get a little higher and that feels comfortable, then go ahead and do that. So we're going to go 4. Squeeze, keep the abs engaged. Squeeze, 2, and 1. And now we're going to circle. So we're doing little circles. Ooh. So see right there, you want to keep your abs engaged so you don't wobble back. Little circles. Other direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And then you go ahead and rest down like that. Or if this feels better, you can kind of open it up here. Whatever feels good. And then we'll go ahead and lift up and pull the leg behind you. Breathing into it. Good. All right, nice stretch there. Okay, so come back into seated. All right, so lie all the way back. We're going to hug it in, rock side to side. Feel that stretch. Rock, breathe. Good. Bring your right knee in, your left leg out. Pull your shoulders back. Breathe into it. And then we'll do the other side. Stretch, release. Good. All right. So we're going to start with your right knee in. Roll those shoulders up. Inhale and exhale. So you can put your head down if you need to modify. Keep going. A little exhale through the mouth. So we're doing our Pilates breath. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now, we're going to bring the knees up to tabletop, hands behind the head. Take a breath. So we're going to twist and twist. Good. Exhale. And you're stretching out the legs, stretching them out in front. Good. And keep going. Got it. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everybody make a ball here. Squeeze yourself in. Make a little ball. And then relax. So we're going to hug ourselves in. Inhale. And then we're going to stretch it out. Exhale. I'm going to try to keep my thighs close, but it's easier if you separate. So coming in. Exhale. Now if you need to rest, you can put your head down in between like that. Or you can just try to keep your head up the whole time to add more challenge. So again, squeezing the thighs is more challenging. Keeping your head up is more challenging. Resting the head down or separating the legs is going to make it easier. Good. Keep going. And 2 and 1. Good. And relax. All right. Now, taking the right leg up and the left leg out. Stretch it out really straight. Roll up that leg. And here we go. Pulse. You've got it. We're going to keep going, just a few more. And lift those shoulders up. 2 and 1. Good. Relax it down. All right, we're going to go backwards. We're going to do 100s now. So sometimes I do them in the beginning. So modified 100s, your feet are down. You would have your hands like this, your head down. Otherwise, try to get your legs either here or here. And then lift up those shoulders, extending through the fingertips. All right, point those toes. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get those shoulders higher. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Get higher. Exhale. If you need a break, you can put one hand behind your head. We're almost there. Maybe drop your legs a little bit more. Lift it up. Keep a little space under the chin. Inhale. Exhale. We've got 2 left. Lift it. And last one. Relax. Good. Definitely felt those. All right, so now I'm going to have your hands to the side here, and we're just going to come into a nice tabletop position. And we're going to tap our toes down. 1, 2. Looks like that. Exhale. Exhale. Good. If you're feeling strong, you want to go make it a little bit harder. You're going to go ahead and extend your legs a little straighter. Like that. And then do you want to add a little bit more challenge? Lift your head up, keeping a space under your chin. So lots of options for all levels. Keep it going. If you need to slow it down, that's fine. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Bring it in. Okay. Now, if you have a block that you were using from before, you can use that to add some inner thigh work. We're going to go into a bridge. Place the block between the knees. So if you don't have a block or a ball, you don't have to use anything, but you could even use like a towel, roll it up and put it between the knees. So we're going to have you go into a bridge lift, lifting up, squeeze the block, and down. So you're going to come up, exhale, release, squeeze, exhale, release, keep it going. Breathe, exhale, and 3, squeeze, 2, 1. Good. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, and then we're going to hold it at the top. 2, hold it at the top. 1, pulse it. 4, squeeze the thighs, pulse those hips up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Keep those thighs working. Now bring your hands under the body, stack your shoulders, and then lift up even higher. Keep opening, keep opening. Press those feet into the floor. Good. And relax down. Okay, great. You can go ahead and move that out of the way. All right. Hug your knees into the chest. Rock side to side. We're going to reach your ankles and pull in. Open up your knees. Get a nice hip stretch. Relax back. Good. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and we're gonna go ahead and roll it up. So we have one more little section to do. We're doing 45 minutes. And that's gonna be on the belly. We're gonna lay on the belly. And we're gonna use the strap if you have it. This is a great upper back exercise. All right, so we're gonna take your strap. You're gonna have it like about this width. Just place it at the top of your mat. You're gonna lay on the belly. Give yourself some space there. Relax your feet down. To add challenge, walk your feet close together and squeeze your thighs. To modify, have your feet apart. So before we do that, I'm gonna have you just put your hands underneath, lift into a sphinx, which is a little bit easier than a cobra. Just open up your chest. Good. And then you're gonna pull your hands underneath you and then you're gonna lift up into a cobra. So a nice open stretch there. Open up that cobra. It's really good to get this after you do all that forward Pilates work. Open up the front of the body and the core. Okay, now, we're gonna focus now on the back of the body. So you're gonna, the upper back and the lower back. So you're gonna stretch those arms out in front. Get them off the floor. All right, now, we're gonna start on the floor. We're gonna lift up and then pull to your chest. Squeeze the back muscles together. You can go even a little bit wider if you want. Inhale down, exhale, pull up and back, draw the abs in. Now, if it's too hard, just do it without the strap. Okay? My feet are on the floor. Now, I want to add some challenge. I'm going to walk my feet closer together. Inhale, exhale, pull the abs up. Inhale, exhale. Good. This is a really great upper back, lower back. It's just a full back challenge. Good. One more. Good. And relax. Now, I'm going to put the strap down. You're going to widen your legs all the way out and bend your knees. Touch your heels together and widen your knees all the way to the edge of the mat. Now, you're going to lift up and down like that, but I want you to rest your head down. So once you're comfortable, rest your head down into your hands and draw the abs in and lift your knees just slightly off the floor. Exhale, exhale. So we'll do a set of these. Squeeze. It's not a big motion. You might only be coming off like a ½ inch off the floor. Some people are a little bit more flexible and can come up higher, but you're just focusing on the glutes engaging. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch it out. Now, last one is a swim. So we're going to stretch those arms and legs all the way out. And we're going to do a swim here. So we're going to right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. So here we go. Now try not to wobble the hips. Good, you got it. Here we go. Keep it going. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then stretch out both arms if you can. If not, just stay with one hand down. Then we're going to pick up that pace. So we're going to pick it up. So we're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. So resting. You can bend your knees. You can rock them side to side. We're almost done. So we've got one more challenge. I'll give you the modification, but I want to do our plank here. So we're going to come up, hands or elbows. So if you have wrist issues, you can stay on your elbows if you prefer. It's not easier, it's just a different challenge. If you want to do full plank this way, so we're just going to open, take a breath, open toward me. If you want to drop your bottom knee just for a second, but focus on keeping this lifted so you're not putting weight on that leg. Inhale. Other side. So again, you can drop the bottom knee for a second, but I don't want a lot of weight in the knee. Almost like barely touching, just to get a little easier challenge. Lift, coming down, pivot, coming down, and let your body down. Lifting into a nice big cobra. Stretch it out, and then we'll push back into a child's pose. So we're relaxed back all the way. Release. Take a nice breath. Keep your knees wide if you'd like. It's a little bit more relaxing. And we're going to push that back into a down dog. Just one time. Today we kind of didn't do too many down dogs. That's okay though. You don't have to do them every time you do yoga, even though, of course, I had to throw it in here at the end. So we're going to take that right leg up. Open up. Open up. Take a breath. And then come into pigeon, lifting up, take a breath. And then if you'd like to add more challenge, you can bend the back knee here, and you can either take the same hand or the opposite hand back to get a deeper stretch. Good. Push back all the way. Good. Other leg. Breathe. Left leg. Open up the hip. Shoulders down the back. Kick through into pigeon. Open. Breathe. Maybe you bend your back knee. So again, you could cross over, or you could use the same side. Same side's a little easier. Crossing over is a little bit more challenging. Good. Relax. So we're going to push back onto hands and knees. Cross the ankles. Come into seated. All right, great job. We're going to sit here for just a moment. See where we are. Okay, great. And we'll come up. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to sweep over to the right side. Just slide down. If you have a block, you could use your block here. Slide down that side all the way. So you want to feel this hip down, and then you're stretching across the whole body. Just breathe. Come down. And then come to the other side. Same thing. Come down, and then this hip is trying to press down to the floor all the way as you press across over that other knee. Just breathe. Good. Back. And then just one more stretch, and then we'll be done. We'll take the right leg over the left. Okay? So you're going to get that stretch here through the glute. We're going to wrap it around. So your right knee up, and your left hand is reaching for your knee, and you're going to turn around, look to the back wall, look over the shoulder. Good, come back, we're going to unwind. So your left knee is up. Try to keep both sides of your hips down, take a breath. Right hand to left knee, look over the shoulder. Breathe, good. All right, coming back to easy pose. All right, take a breath up overhead. We're going to reach for our arms here. Take a drop with those shoulders. Tip it to one side to get a little tricep. You get a little waist. Take a breath, other side. Open up. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and release down. Inhale, take in positive energy. Release any tension or fatigue from the body. And then again, inhale, reaching up. And bring it to the heart center. Exhale down. Namaste.